In the celestial heights, the mighty Zeus fell in love with Semele, a mortal princess whose beauty captivated the king of the gods. Their secret affair was a delicate dance between the divine and the human, shrouded in mystery and passion. However, Hera, Zeus's vengeful wife, soon discovered the affair. Consumed by jealousy, she devised a plan to destroy Semele and her unborn child. Disguised as an old nurse, Hera approached Semele and sowed seeds of doubt in her mind, convincing her to demand that Zeus reveal his true godly form. Semele, driven by curiosity and Hera's manipulation, requested Zeus to show himself in all his divine glory. Bound by his promise to grant any wish, Zeus revealed his divine splendor. The sight of Zeus in his full glory was too much for the mortal Semele to bear, and she was instantly incinerated by the sheer power of his presence. In the midst of this tragedy, Zeus acted swiftly to save their unborn child. He rescued the fetus from the ashes of Semele and sewed it into his thigh, a divine womb where the baby could continue to develop. After several months, Dionysus was born, emerging from Zeus's thigh, a miraculous birth that defied death and heralded the arrival of a god destined for greatness. Dionysus's infancy was spent hidden away from Hera's relentless wrath. To protect the young god, Zeus entrusted him to the care of nymphs on the secluded slopes of Mount Nysa. In this idyllic setting, surrounded by lush forests and babbling brooks, Dionysus grew up away from the prying eyes of the gods. Under the guidance of the nurturing nymphs, he learned the secrets of nature and the vine. It was here that Dionysus discovered the intoxicating power of the grape and mastered the art of winemaking, a gift that would become his divine signature, symbolizing joy, transformation, and the duality of pleasure and excess. However, Hera's hatred knew no bounds, and she eventually discovered Dionysus's hiding place. In her fury, she drove the young god mad, causing him to wander the earth aimlessly. Stripped of his divine stability, Dionysus embarked on a journey marked by trials and tribulations. These wandering years were a formative period, shaping Dionysus into a resilient and powerful deity. Despite the hardships, his journey was also one of discovery, where he learned to harness his divine powers and spread the knowledge of winemaking to humanity. Through these trials, Dionysus forged his identity as a god who embodied both joy and madness, a deity who could bring both ecstasy and terror. Dionysus's journey across the earth was filled with trials that tested his resilience and divine abilities. As he wandered, he encountered mortals who both revered and feared him. One such encounter involved a band of pirates who captured the young god, mistaking him for a wealthy youth. Bound and helpless on their ship, Dionysus remained calm, knowing his divine nature would soon reveal itself. As the ship sailed into open waters, vines began to sprout from the deck, enveloping the vessel in a lush tangle of greenery. The pirates, bewildered and terrified, watched as the ship transformed before their eyes. In a stunning display of divine power, Dionysus turned the mast into a giant grapevine, and the sails dripped with wine. The pirates, now fully aware of their mistake, tried to restrain Dionysus, but it was too late. In their panic, they leaped overboard, only to be transformed into dolphins as they hit the water. This miraculous transformation showcased Dionysus's ability to punish those who wronged him, while also demonstrating his capacity for mercy and transformation. The story of the pirates' transformation into dolphins spread far and wide, adding to the growing legend of Dionysus and his extraordinary powers. As Dionysus traveled, he faced numerous challenges from mortals who sought to suppress his burgeoning cult. In each confrontation, he displayed both cunning and divine might. Kings who denied his divinity and banned his followers met with dire consequences. One such king was Lycurgus of Thrace, who imprisoned Dionysus's followers and sought to eradicate his worship. In retaliation, Dionysus drove Lycurgus mad, causing him to mistake his own son for a vine and cut him down in a fit of rage. Lycurgus's tragic fate served as a warning to others who dared to oppose the god of wine. Despite the adversity, Dionysus's wanderings were also a time of joy and discovery. He continued to share the secrets of the vine and the liberating power of wine with those he met. Along his journey, he gathered a devoted following, including satyrs, nymphs, and mortals who embraced his teachings. These followers, drawn by the promise of ecstasy and transformation, became the foundation of his cult. Through his travels, Dionysus spread not only the art of winemaking, but also the profound message of liberation and the transcendence of mortal limitations through divine ecstasy. Dionysus's cult was unlike any other, characterized by ecstatic rituals that allowed his followers to experience divine ecstasy. These Dionysian mysteries were deeply spiritual events, where participants abandoned themselves to the primal rhythms of dance and music. Under the moonlit sky, Maenads and Bacchantes would gather in the wilderness, their bodies swaying to the hypnotic beat of drums and the haunting melodies of flutes. In this trance-like state, they felt the presence of Dionysus coursing through them, merging their identities with the divine. The wild, frenzied dances of the Maenads, often depicted in ancient art, were more than mere celebrations. They were acts of spiritual liberation. Clad in animal skins and crowned with ivy, the followers of Dionysus would dance through the night, their movements symbolizing the breaking of societal norms and the embrace of primal freedom. Through these ecstatic rituals, they sought to transcend the boundaries of their mortal existence and touch the divine essence of Dionysus. These experiences were seen as a form of divine possession, where the god himself took hold of his followers, guiding them to a state of transcendence. These rituals were also deeply transformative. Followers of Dionysus believed that through ecstasy, they could escape the constraints of their everyday lives and achieve a higher state of being. The Dionysian mysteries offered a sense of community and belonging, where individuals could connect with each other and the divine in a profound and personal way. This connection fostered a deep devotion and loyalty among his followers, who saw Dionysus not just as a god of wine, but as a deity who offered a path to liberation and spiritual enlightenment. The ecstatic rituals symbolized the transformative power of Dionysus, where joy and madness, life and death were intertwined in a divine dance. The appeal of Dionysus's cult was its promise of liberation and transformation. In a world bound by strict societal norms and rigid hierarchies, the Dionysian mysteries offered an escape, a chance to experience the world through a different lens. The rituals allowed participants to shed their identities and embrace a state of divine ecstasy, where they could explore the depths of their own souls and connect with the primal forces of nature. This liberation was not without its dangers, as the line between ecstasy and madness was thin, but for those who embraced Dionysus, the rewards were profound and transformative. Dionysus's character was a complex blend of joy and terror, a duality that made him a powerful and unpredictable deity. This duality is starkly illustrated in the story of King Pentheus of Thebes, who denied Dionysus's divinity and sought to suppress his worship. Pentheus, a staunch defender of order and tradition, viewed the ecstatic rituals of Dionysus's followers as a threat to his authority. Determined to root out the cult, he imprisoned Dionysus's devotees and sought to expose the god as a fraud. However, Dionysus, disguised as a mortal, allowed himself to be captured, intending to teach Pentheus a fatal lesson. Enraged by Pentheus's defiance, Dionysus used his divine powers to drive the king's mother and aunts into a frenzied state. Under the influence of the god, they fled to the mountains, where they participated in the wild rituals of the Maenads. Pentheus, curious and skeptical, decided to spy on these rituals. Dionysus, manipulating the situation, convinced Pentheus to disguise himself as a woman and observe the rites from a tree. As Pentheus watched, the Maenads, in their madness, spotted him and mistook him for a wild beast. In their frenzy, they tore him apart, with his own mother delivering the final tragic blow. This brutal tale underscores the dual nature of Dionysus, revealing his capacity for both mercy and vengeance. On one hand, he brought joy, ecstasy, and liberation to his followers. On the other, he could unleash madness and destruction upon those who denied his divinity and opposed his cult. The story of Pentheus serves as a powerful reminder of the dangers of underestimating the god of wine and ecstasy. Dionysus's ability to blur the lines between joy and terror, reverence and fear, made him a deity who demanded both respect and devotion. Dionysus's duality also reflects the complexities of human nature and the transformative power of his worship. His followers experienced both the heights of ecstasy and the depths of madness, illustrating the delicate balance between creation and destruction, joy and sorrow. This duality made Dionysus a formidable and enigmatic figure in Greek mythology, embodying the unpredictable and transformative power of the divine. Through his dual nature, Dionysus taught that true liberation and enlightenment often come through embracing the full spectrum of human experience, with all its joys and sorrows. Dionysus's influence extends far beyond ancient myths, leaving a lasting legacy in art and culture. His presence is vividly felt in the vibrant festivals of ancient Greece, where theater and drama were born as part of his worship. These festivals, known as the Dionysia, were grand celebrations that blended joy, chaos, and divine ecstasy. Held in his honor, the Dionysia featured performances of tragic and comic plays that explored the complexities of human nature and the divine. These theatrical performances allowed the audience to experience the cathartic power of Dionysus, blurring the lines between actor and audience, mortal and divine. In these celebrations, the essence of Dionysian ecstasy was brought to life. The theater became a sacred space where the power of Dionysus could be felt, and the boundaries of reality were pushed to their limits. The themes of transformation, madness, and liberation were central to the plays performed during the Dionysia, reflecting the gods' influence on art and culture. These festivals not only entertained, but also provided a profound spiritual experience, where participants could connect with the divine and explore the depths of their own souls. In modern times, Dionysus continues to inspire artists, writers, and filmmakers. His image is immortalized in countless paintings, sculptures, and performances, reflecting the timeless allure of his dual nature. The stories of Dionysus have been retold in literature, theater, and cinema, capturing the imagination of audiences across generations. His influence can be seen in the works of great playwrights, poets, and directors who explore themes of passion, madness, and transformation. Dionysus's enduring presence in culture serves as a testament to the power of myth and the enduring appeal of his character. Dionysus's story is a testament to the enduring power of myth, offering lessons in joy, transformation, and the embrace of life's complexities. Through his enduring presence in culture, Dionysus remains a symbol of the profound connection between human passion and divine ecstasy. His legacy reminds us of the importance of embracing the full spectrum of human experience, with all its joys and sorrows. Dionysus invites us to celebrate the beauty of transformation, to find ecstasy in the everyday, and to connect with the divine within ourselves. Through his myths and the art inspired by them, Dionysus continues to captivate and inspire, offering a timeless message of liberation and transcendence.